Hallelujah. Oh, yes, so yes, now it's 11:12 a.m. Central African time. You're still listening to Touched by Grace with Thumela on your favorite radio station, Agape FM. Today, hi, namhlanje, hi, it's just an amazing day for me. With me now, I'm sitting with two beautiful, amazing women. Yo, Jonga. Oh, we are Chisa. It's hot in the studio. And I'm so super proud of them. I'm so excited. Firstly, I'm the one that is here. You know her. You are familiar with her. She has been here before. But now she's here for something else. I'm wondering they are go-getters. I don't think you guys understand. They are go-getters. But they are doing something. They are busy with something. And you know me, they are batana bandabapis. I love them when they do that. My because lambit libashushu. But we have a guest. Now it's the first time to be on our show, on this show. I'm gonna quickly introduce her to you so that you can know her, and then go to my second guest. After that, they're gonna tell us what is not on their biography about themselves. Sneaker that before we can go to our interview. I have Anathi. His name Anathi is Sinyanya, and she's 22 years of age and currently studying an advanced diploma in human resource management at the Nelson Mandela University. And she's from a city called Makanda, which is Grahamstown. She's a go-getter, always eager to learn, very passionate about modeling and dance. Wow. She also have a lot of humor, love being around people that contribute to her self-development, and also love to help those that are less fortunate, and very family orientated. And she loves family so much and wouldn't be where she is today without her family. That is now Anathi. Welcome, Anathi.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yes. Tell us a bit more about yourself before I go to introduce my second guest.
Okay, ma'am. Like you said, my name is Anathi Sinyanya. I am from Grahamstown. I'm an individual that's very passionate about what I do, modeling, and I'm also very family orientated. I think I also want to thank God, because I wouldn't be here today with the family that I have without God's grace. A person that loves to make jokes. I'm very loving. I'm always smiling. People describe me as like I have this aura, where even if you have a bad day, or it things are not just going good for you, if I'm there, I always make people smile and laugh. And yeah, that's Anathi in a nutshell. Thank you.
Wow, that is amazing. And I'm sure we're gonna have a lovely time today. We're gonna laugh all the way because we have someone that is there. Yes. And then we have my film director, my producer.
Yes.
I have with me Aphelele Flatela, born in Dabakulu, raised in Port Elizabeth, studied public management in PE College, studied film and television production at the Media Workshop, did part-time drama at Stage World Theatre School. She's a model, actor, writer, and artist at heart. Miss Township SA semi-finalist.
That's me.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank you so much, Sister. Thank you for having me again. Thank you. Really appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, ladies. I love to have you on our show, because the reason I love to have you on our show, because I know that you're going to show my listeners or someone out there, something that maybe they were not aware of. You are here to teach abanye abantu about things that we know, maybe more nabazazi. So for me, it's such an honor and a privilege that you guys want to come and be with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming. And then you guys are both on pageants.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
What was your thought behind entering pageants?
So basically, for me, I think it goes back where I was growing up. I used to tell my dad, "Dad, I'm filming about TV," and it's a dream that I wanna achieve. That one day I see myself on television, and then that's when I realized, but no, man, I love Miss South Africa. There's just something about that organization.
Yes.
You know, that's when the love for pageantry started to come in, and I'd be like, Mom, you would see me one day walking on that stage representing South Africa. So here I am today, as I've entered Miss Empower. It's also not my first pageant, it's my second. I've entered a pageant before. It was Miss Dublin College.
Oh, wow.
It was my first pageant. So that went well, and I'm here now to redeem myself and just continue to strive.
Wow, Miss Empower semi-finalist.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
great. And when Aphelele, what can you say?
Well, for me, modeling started when I was young. Yeah. I was not into pageants at the time because I used to watch America's Next Top Model by Tara Banks. You know, like I'm SA's Next Top Model. Yeah. So I wanted to do, you know, the editorials and everything. Then I discovered that there's also pageants, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be Miss South Africa, from Miss South Africa, Miss World. You know, so the journey started because it's something that it's in me. Don't have to put in an effort and everything. But then when I've learned that there's more to pageants than just dressing up your evening gowns and going on the stage, there's more. Or on the way you're helping people, you are bringing change. So that's what made me to also enter for Miss Township South Africa, because I was like, okay, the name, you know, the name of a pageant is everything. It means something.
Yes.
So they're like Miss Township South Africa. So I get to represent my township. And when I look around in my community, I feel like I can bring change in my community, in my township. So this other day, I was at the shop. So these two girls said something, and I was like, they asked me to explain, and then they were like, please explain, because when I watch, and I was like, what is that? And then we're like, what's a school? And since at school we sing that song. So they're like, so they see me that good, but I'm not better than them. So I thought, okay, let me take it in me, but to help them discover what they do have something. They shouldn't like define themselves with the circumstances that they are in. They actually have something great. If they think that they can't go on with life, they can't succeed because of they did not finish school, that does not mean they doesn't have treasure. They don't have something that we need as a community. So I thought, okay, let me represent my township and then bring change in my township. So that's why I entered Miss Township South Africa.
Sure. So what you're saying is that do not undermine or underestimate what God has given you, the talent God, or the education even that you have. Don't undermine that, because it might be needed somewhere. It might be small or whatever, but still might be needed somewhere. Wow. I see something in common here that I wish I could take Miss SA, because they're doing a great job. If you guys you've watched you've watched the pageants, and then you felt one day you want to be part of Miss SA. So definitely they do something good, you know. And also, you were here last year. You were Miss Empower finalist.
Miss Empower Eastern Cape.
Uyayiva. Miss Empower Eastern Cape. So now if you win, when you win, you will take over from Aphelele. Tell me, how does that feel? How do you feel?
It feels amazing, honestly. Aphelele herself, she is like a good representative. She inspires young women. She carries herself like a queen. She's an example to young children to me. I remember this, I think last year,
Yeah,
I asked Aphelele, Aphelele, no man, I want to enter a pageant.
Okay.
And I asked her, please advise me, what should I do? The queen responded. I didn't even have hope she was going to respond. And she responded, she was like, do what your heart desired. And don't let circumstances derail or stop you from entering any pageant. People will always talk. Just if you want to enter, do enter. And I was like, okay, I'm left here thinking, okay, do I enter and the team? And I'm like, okay, no man, let me just pray about this.
Okay.
And pity zivuliwe i-lines zikama Power Eastern Cape. And I asked my best friend, I'm like, ndase dithini ndiyafuna ungena. She's like, no, enter. And I'm like, okay, no, ndangena, and I am here now because of her and myself as well.
Wow.
The courage,
Of
taking the
yourself.
courage. Yes. Yes.
You guys, you, and the fact that you prayed, you
Yes.
went and prayed about it, it's something big for me, because these days people, they like to consult and keep consulting without going to God and say, God, do I do this? Because He
Yes.
knows you better than anyone or any of us. It's good that you went to her. And Aphelele, it's good that you responded, because it was means we go to people, people don't respond, must ignore, must teen, I love the fact that you responded to her, meaning that Nyani, you are a queen that she's saying that you are, and I trust that she has learned a lot from just that response.
Yeah.
Just that response, it made Obomake different, it much difference in her. And Naye, I know, I have faith when she takes the ring, when she wins, when she's crowned,
Yes.
she's gonna do the
Nango.
same. She will do the same. Wow. Tell me, many people see in modeling and pageants. I'm not sure if you guys are you doing modeling currently, or you just enter pageants?
For me, I am not only focusing on pageants.
Okay.
I'm also more passionate about runway.
All right.
But I also want to push myself, maximize my potential, not be stuck about, okay, there's a focus on the runway. What if I can be an editorial girl? What if I can do commercials?
Yes.
So I think it's very important to always push yourself out of your comfort zone and just see about, okay, Anathi, what can she not do?
Sure.
So yeah,
Push yourself.
yes, very important.
Don't just,
For me, it's not only pageants.
Yes.
Yeah, but when I was starting, it was a bit difficult because runways and everything, they had all these rules, and requirements. And then I'll go for an audition. They have a fashion show and all of that. And they were like, oh, we are looking for someone from at least from 1.68 up.
Okay.
I'm 1.63. I don't meet the height requirements. So it was all that. And then there were pageants, and also pageants did that, but now they started to change because they know it's about the journey. It's about someone who wants to give back to community, be an inspiration to people that are coming behind her, So I do anything in modeling, but you have to know who you are. That's what I always have to say, because you will just grab opportunities because you feel the pressure, even if those opportunities are not for you, and you will compromise. I have my friends always say this a lot. You look good and everything, you should do this and that. I'm like, yes, I'm a model and I know I can do it, but I can't. You see, because I'm a Christian and the Word of God says everything is permissible, but not everything is good for you. So I can do everything, but other things I cannot do. For an example, I can do fashion modeling and all of that, but I cannot advertise lingerie. That's me. I'm a model, but that's me. You know, I can do it, but no, I don't want to. You know, you have to know your brand, you have to know who you are, and you know why you enter certain pageants. You know, and it's not only about winning, getting the crown, but it's about the journey. Even if you send in your entry video and you don't make it to the semi-finalist, there's something to learn. You don't have to give up. Just look at it. What is it that you did not do right, and then learn, so that when you come back as a better person. Because it's not always about the crowd. I mean, we're semi-finalists. I think we're more than 50, you know, and they only want 20 top 20 finalists who will go on stage. And if that doesn't happen for me, that doesn't mean I am a failure. There's a journey, and I have learned something, and that's something I will use for what's next for me.
Sure. Anathi, know who you push yourself. Aphelele, to know who you are, and understand it's not about the prize, it's about the journey. Sometimes it's good to have the prize, but the journey. And you won't know that if at times you do not push yourself to do ezizinto, but knowing that yonke into ivumelekile, but not zonke zezethu. Not zonke izinto singazenza, it's for us. Now my FSM mentality later is that I'm in the modeling industry, but I know undubana izinto not for me. I'm not for me. I'm still a Christian woman. I still love God. I still represent who God is in the modeling industry. And for me to take over, I need to know who I am. I need to know who I am. It was very much difficult to push myself. What can you say to someone that is at home? I struggled a lot. I couldn't. Was then sitting shy. We still get people like that. I still get people that saying, "Hi man, how did you do it?" You know, I'm not there yet, but abantu babona something, but they want to know, what can you tell those people that are struggling to push themselves or can you to get out of that comfort space?
I think for me it's very important to just do affirmations. Because it could be that umtu is shy, it could be that umtu is less confident. So start from doing your affirmations. Tell yourself, okay, this I can't do, maybe I can do it next year. Do like have like a time frame or like goals about, okay, you know, this year I'm planning to enter a modeling agency. It's gonna push me out of my comfort zone, because like I think the most important step as well is just to put yourself out there. Go into a modeling school if like, you are shy or reserved person. That's where they put you on the lights, the light spot. That's where they know about, okay, Anathi is shy, then we can work around that shyness. Let's just put her there on the spotlight, and then when now you're gonna be like, "Aibo, but shy. How could they do this to me?" And then when you look back, now you're all confident. Now you're all calm. Now you're able to stand in front of people. You are a communicator. You're confident. You change, you impact lives. You look back and be like, okay, is that me? You know, the transition from there to now is very, very different, and it's a process. You need to also like take time as well, and just very important to uzazi and not change yourself, because I believe that each and every individual is born for a purpose. Okay, wena ushy, wena undwebile, wena uthethe, and that is somewhere somehow in the future gonna work for you. Yes. So for me, I think, Aphelele, tell us
about the pageant that you have entered now?
Now I'm a semi-finalist at the Miss Township South Africa. Yes. So it's a national pageant. So everyone around South Africa, they get to represent their towns, you know. So now we are working with, it's so amazing how it has grown, because pageant industries, it's not easy. They were established they launched in 2019.
Okay.
And then they started crowning in 2020, 2021, and then this is their third annual, yeah. So they are working with lots of sponsors, like Let's Edit SA. They are working with Little Girl Arise. It's an NPO that as contestants, we fall into that duty of helping, you know, working for that. So we're tasked to do is to collect sanitary towels and distribute around our townships, you know. So yeah, we're working with that. And then what is amazing about Miss Township South Africa, as I was saying, it's not only about the crown.
Okay.
There are sessions that we do in between. We're always busy, because what they want at the end, each and everyone who was part of this, even if you don't get the crown, each and everyone who was part of this, they grow somehow, they discover themselves, or they, you know, they have something. So they are working with Coach El Lisejo. Okay. So we do sessions on Fridays where she coaches us about life, you know, about leadership. So the last session was about self-esteem. So we just be there and we just talk. We just talk and grow and learn from one another. And we have another one tonight. And the topic is abuse. So if you have experienced it, you get to share. And then Liseko will help us, you know, to overcome those things. Because when we get there are strongholds. Yes. And then you feel like there's nothing you can do because and you feel like if something bad happens, you deserve it, because you're looking at it and you're like, it's always been happening. So now we are able to talk, and she's going to, you know, help us to how to move past that hurdle of feeling like, okay, we've been abused, but that's not the end of your life. That's not who you are. You actually have something. So they are coaching us. That is why I'm saying it's all about the journey. If you don't get the crown, there's something that you've learned, and they have this health and awareness that they do, you know, and they are making it fun, because you have to, let's say we have a skipping competition, and you know, we're all doing that. You know, we think we are doing a competition, but actually we're helping ourselves, we're building our bodies at the same time. So it's so beautiful what they are doing. Yeah, I enjoy being part of that.
Sure. I'm trying to figure out, why are these things not marketed the right way? If it's so exciting as she's explaining, why is this thing not marketed the right way, so that people can know about it and people can enter? Because I don't know about it, and I should know about it. You know, I should be the first person to know about it. When there's this thing, so that I can put it out there and market it out there, so that we can get more girls to enter. This is what we're trying to get ladies to attend, take part in. We can see, guys, the society, we can see what's happening out there. We're trying to push these modeling pageants, modeling agencies, modeling academies to be out there, so that we can get more girls in. We are trying to avoid a situation as Ibonayo. We're trying to help in a way we can. So please speak to your management. Uti UCCT highly favored. We are Kalaza Uti, we're not marketing the pageant right. We need more marketing, so that we know what is happening. Anathi, do you tell us more before you tell us more about your pageant that you have entered? We've got Pam Vimbani, go-getters. Yes, yay, jonga. Ndinamandla man, ndiyabathanda. Sisimandisa sihlobo sethu. Mandisa makhunga online uthi asanithandi. Bathandwa ndim kakhulu. Tell us, Annette, about your pageant oyingeneleyo.
So Miss Empower Eastern Cape was founded in 2021. So this is going to be a second annual. So the pageant also, there's also like provinces, like there's Miss Empower Eastern Cape, Miss Empower KZN, Miss Empower Limpopo, Miss Empower Gauteng, and then there's gonna be those pageants are going to be combined so that we can have a national Miss Empower South Africa.
Right.
So what is Miss Empower? What's it about? Miss Empower is a women empowerment program that seeks to redefine beauty and helps one to embrace their individuality. So that means like the pageant focuses on empowering young women to love themselves immensely. I believe that there's still abantwana that doubt about, okay, I can do this, I can do that. They have self-doubt, they have less self-confidence, and I think this pageant is there to groom us so that we can inspire these young girls and let them know ukuthi we've also been there. Look at us now. You can literally do anything you put your mind to, and I believe as well as like embracing yourself, it's also something that young women are still trying or struggling to figure out. You can have your flaws, but it's very, very essential to you embrace. You love yourself from top to bottom. You love your scars. You love yourself. So basically, in a nutshell, Miss Empower is just more about empowering women, and Tinake, I just can't wait for us to meet so that we can be coached, so that we can learn about ourselves, our self-development, learn from one another. So for now, Tinake asking Zindo, but I know our boss lady is just gonna, train us, is just gonna inspire us, is just gonna empower us, and she's also just gonna, push us, because she believes in each and every contestant. She knows when now you are capable, you have the ability, and I think that's very important as a mentor to look at your students, or to look at your finalists as one. Okay, we're now 10 and you have this. It's a competition, yes, but it's about the sisterhood, the bond, the process, and it's very important. Like she said, it's not about the crown, it's about the lives that you impact on the way. It's about the journey, it's about the change you make, the people you touch. So yeah, that's Miss Empower, and I'm just so excited to be around my sisters, and
Sure. I love the statement that you keep saying, that it's not about the crown. No. It's about the journey. When I go to pageant, when I take my kids to a pageant, I tell them, look, enjoy the journey, learn from the journey, take everything that you can from the journey. You understand? So in whether you get the crown or not, you have gained something. It's not just the crown. You're gonna gain brotherhood, their boys, friends, izinto nje, knowing about yourself. Yona yodwa, it is a crown, because you come up stronger. Come up, mana chinimos. I didn't know that I could do this, I could do that, I can speak like this, I can get the audience to listen to me, I don't believe in what I'm saying, but people are attentive, they're listening to me. It's a skill. It's a skill that you can get. coming back to my question, I love the fact women empowerment, women know yourselves, sisterhood, yonke laa nto.
Women
So,
in leadership.
Women in
Yes.
leadership. Yes, 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 beautiful. Women in leadership. So do everyone knows, like you've all understand that the industry is female dominated.
Yes.
What role do you think men can play in the industry?
I think for me is just to leave stereotype, because I feel like men have that mentality ukuthi a woman cannot run a company, a woman cannot be a CEO. They are not capable. I wish men could be more supportive,
Okay.
and just understand it's not a competition. Ukuthi dala sasizi housewives sihlala nabantwana, those times have changed. Now we are powerful, we are phenomenal. We're not just women who are able to give birth, but we do everything. We can do everything beyond measure. And I just wish and hope that men would understand ukuthi we are capable. We have the ability to do whatever we put our mind to, like them. Nathi siyakwazi.
Oh, wow. It's not a competition.
No.
I like that.
No.
We're not competing. We are
Yes.
We're working.
Building. Yes.
Together.
We're building something.
Yes.
together.
Yes. As much as it seems, or it is a woman dominated,
Yes.
but there are pageants who are run by males. Yes, they are pageants, and many of them. But the thing is, founders and everything, they are not in the spotlight, but they are working behind the scenes,
Okay.
pushing us as contestants to our destiny. Yeah. So they are part of pageantry. It's just that because we do have Mr. South Africa.
Yes, yes.
But which one is in the spotlight? It's
Miss.
Miss South Africa, So, and I think they should be. I don't know, like they should balance. Let's say Miss Township is it's Miss Township, it's Mrs. and it's Team.
Okay.
So all the three groups.
Mm.
Yes, and they are working with a lot of sponsors and everything. But I believe that there are men who push the vision and who love the modeling industry because they understand it. So it's not only a woman thing. So they should get involved, even though it's been for the past few months, there've been complaints about pageants that are founded by males.
Okay.
So that there's a lot of abuse and everything. That is why I say it's all about the journey. So you don't have to look at you want to win. You will win, but in the process you lose yourself. So look at the journey, and if you see this is not what you signed up for, or this is not growing you in any way, you can pull out. You can just say, no, I cannot continue in this, because it's all about building someone who, when the crowning day arrives, is ready. Because if you all focused on getting the crown, and then you were abused all the way. So now you are crowned, and it's not you are crowned because you look good and everything. But what are you going to give? And do not compromise on yourself, because I always say, if you're not authentic, there's nothing authentic that you're gonna give. So what are you going to teach people once you get crowned? How are you going to inspire them? How are you going to empower them if you yourself learned nothing from this?
Sure. Guys, I have a mouth full. You ladies, you're so. I could listen to you the whole day. What I'm picking up to you when I Aphelele is that it's just a matter of understanding the industry for men.
Yes.
And for them to be part of these pageants, they need to understand what is happening in the industry. And what I picked up from you, Anathi, is that it's the support. You know, it's the support. I think that will, if we get more support from them, they will get to understand what the pageant is all about, what the modeling industry is all about, and they'll be keen and be interested to take part, because I think what you are taught on these pageants and the modeling academies is the same thing that they need to be taught. The same thing. Go through the same journey, understand who they are, know who they are. Before you came in, we're talking about men talk. Let's come to a place whereby we talk about our feelings, we express how we feel, you know, and only if we can take them through this process, they will be able to open up instead of bottling up until they burst. Because this is what we're seeing now, they are bursting. Because Tina, as a society, also are not allowing them to express themselves. And if they go to these sessions, pageants, modeling, they will be taught, Nati will be there, taught that allow these men to express themselves. Allow them to tell you how they're feeling. You might be one of the wives one day, you know, and you know a man must be strong. But because when you guys were taught that, we were teach there that allow them to cry if they want to cry. Express how they feel.
Very important.
Yeah. And then, in your own opinions, what does it take to become a successful model? In your own, just your own opinion. And also, before you answer that, I always give out a tip when I Aphelele on modeling and pageants. Do a research when you're going to a pageant. Know who's the founder. Do a research on the background, research on the person. And when you go there, your journey, go back home. Because the focus is always on the prize. I want to be crowned. It's right to focus on the prize, but it is a chain. How are you going to carry that crown knowing that you have been abused? Which is also something we need to look at, because Nyani, we have people that are now want to take over the industry. So I do give out the tips that always your family must know. Tell your family, this is the pageant, and this, if you see Anathi, the way he's it's uncomfortable. Tell abantu abaclose kuwe, tell your parents, or walk away from that. Walk away, because at a point of gaining a crown, it's not about gaining scars, it's all about, you know. Yes.
Just to add on that, ma'am, I think it's very, very important to do your research when you enter any pageant. And I think a problem here to Tina is like you relax and just think, okay, let me just do it. And what I wanna send across is that yazi word of mouth yanceda kakhulu, yanceda. Chomi nansi pageant man makazi. Kanti umakazi uyazana nobani, ubani
nobani.
No, scam is. So ungave suthule and just think about, okay, you know what? Let me just enter for the sake of entering kanti kwawena
jeopardizing yourself.
Go and
in the
search
process.
what's the competition about. See the people who have entered. Follow their pages. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, Zikhona nalapho, and yeah.
Sure. Yes. Thank you for that. And then my question was, what does it take to become a successful model, in your own opinion?
For me, I think it's you know, when you enter a pageant and they're like, okay, we're entering for this pageant, please send through your entry video, and you say that, like, living up to your word, and you say that I want to do something, I want to use this platform to do this and this. And then when you are crowned, you do not do that. then you did not succeed to what you wanted to do. Yes, you were crowned, but you did not do what you wanted to do. So doing what you said, like, pageants are a life of service. Like, it's about service. So if I say I want to give back to my community, and if you do that, then you've succeeded, and you're pleased with yourself that, okay, even if it's one person, if you said, for example, I'm always about arts and creativity and all of that. So any platform that I can get, to use the arts, So if I get to go to a school, like, let's say I'm crowned as Miss Township South Africa, and then I get to go to a school, and then I'm able to align 2 kids, because I'm always about alignment. I'm able to align 2 kids to their dreams. Then I have succeeded, because I was able to help those 2 little kids explore their potential, and now they have done it. Then I know that I did something.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think for me, what takes a model to be successful is accountability, determination, and integrity. I think it's one thing that some of us lack, integrity.
Okay.
So integrity is knowing what is right and what is wrong. And I think as models, it's something that still needs to be instilled. Good. You would find models that are crowned. Like, for instance, a bar. They take pictures of Linda Umdayenza, not knowing that you're a brand, not knowing that you have to maintain professionalism.
Yes. All the time.
Zazuba ujongiwe, left, right, and center.
Yes.
You don't know who's looking. So I think as a model, or to become successful, just know what is right and what is wrong, because you'll never know who's looking.
Sure.
Thank you.
Make a difference. Know who's looking. Understand that you're a brand.
Yes.
Maintain professionalism all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. I wish we had models that are listening, because what you're talking about, I've seen so many times, and I'm like, do you understand that you're a brand? Ne? Kunabantu abajonge kuwe nditsho qho. Indlela that you carry yourself with, do not forget that it's not about you. It's about those people that are looking at you, that you are presenting. I am presenting a certain type of abantu bam. You understand?
Yes.
You have to feel those people. So, yeah. Tell me, guys, what has been your greatest accomplishments in life in general? Not about model pageants, just in life in general.
I think for me was graduating.
Wow, she's a graduate. Siyafunda.
Beauty
Yes.
with brains. So in 2020, I graduated a diploma in human resource management at Dunham College.
Yes.
And I just thought, you know what, let me just continue with my studies. And this year, like I said, I'm doing an advanced diploma. So for me, that was an achievement.
Yes.
Because abazali bethu bajonge kuthi, and it's very important into uba ungabaphoqi abazali.
Yes.
And like I said, I'm very family oriented. I love my family. And the fact that I remember this one time process I failed.
Yeah.
So ndilile ke ndifonela utata kunjena njena. My dad was like, it's life. In life, you fail. And for me, failing is a lesson. And I think it's something that we need to understand. But
Yes.
And failing is a step closer to success. Look at me now.
Oh, wow.
Who would have thought?
Wow. And you failing never made you a failure. It's just you failed at the time, and then, I understand, man, it's just me getting one success. Yeah. Wow. Ladies.
Well, for me, because I believe for myself, other things happen because of the journey. What I have accomplished for myself, because for a very long time, you know, I have let people define me, like the things that they see me.
Okay.
So once I discovered who I am, I knew my potential and my treasure, and that was the greatest. Because now, even if I go to school, I don't get that, nothing is going to knock me. Because I know that I'm here, I'm not a waste of space, and there is something that I have to deliver that people need. Degree or not, what or not, but I have, you know, it's, when you know you've got nothing to lose, you know that you are strong, you are confident, just knowing who I am was my greatest achievement, because things happen and we people tend to like, it's over, and then you give up, not knowing that you failing, that's not who you are, that's not the end of your journey. So discovering who I was, because I'm more of an actor than model, but people look at me and be like, slender, top model, and all of that. So you know, they see me as that, and then like, but okay, you this person who your demeanor is so calm and all of that. So you the type of working in an office, you know, move around the chair and all of that. But no, I'm not that. Take me to the mountain, take me to the forest, then
we see
who I am, you know.
Wow.
So that was it, because I have applied after Boston Media House, City Varsity, and then funding Dolulu, and they just called me after, and I'm like, cancel, because I don't have money for tuition, you know. So if I didn't know who I was, I'm like, there's something, you know, this is not the end. And while I was on that mode, I got a call. They were like, hi, Aphelele, do you remember when we spoke about this, and that? So you got accepted for a fully funded to study digital marketing. Starting next week. I was like, okay, you know, that faith of knowing that nothing is going to knock you if you know who you are. If it doesn't work, navigate. If it doesn't work, navigate. Just align yourself, because if you don't know who you are, you will go back and forth. Things will knock you, and you will give up.
I think I must just allow them to do the show and retire. John, is it okay if I retire and let these two ladies do the show? Because like, wow, I'm so impressed. I'm so excited to know we have such women in our midst. They are so intelligent, prayerful, knowing who they are. Whatever situation abangena kuzo bayazazi, they pray. They know who they are. Jesus Christ, I thank God for these two beautiful ladies that I have with me today. In a second, guys, apart from modeling, what do you do? And what do you bring in the modeling industry? Just a second. We already way past time. It's 12 p.m. We were taking someone else's time. Second.
What do I do other than that? Film. Yes, I'm into filming, and I'm just pushing things. And then acting.
Okay.
And then poetry. Yeah.
Wow.
Also that, and also I'm a dancer, but you know, I'm rusty, but I can put on a routine.
Polish.
Yeah, I can do that. One thing that I don't think, when it comes to art, creativity, because I can also design, and I love doing deco. I love to, when it comes to creativity, that's
you.
Yeah, and when it comes to arts, that's me. But there's only thing that I cannot do, sing.
I'm sure you will learn.
Yes, talent. So for me, besides modeling, I do ballroom dance. I'm very passionate about ballroom dance. And the dancer when I was doing grade 10 or grade 11. So that was years back.
Okay.
And the puzzle started modeling.
By love.
So now I'm back.
Okay.
I just went to last week.
Mhm.
It was my first dance class at Summer Strand, Nelson Mandela University. I was like, no, this year I should come back, and just what motivated me or what drove me to coming back to dance was Bensizlalini.
Oh,
And
okay.
then ke ngoku, so kukho cousin wam odangisisa abantwana.
Alright.
You know, like kids nowadays, they resort to alcohol, they resort to drugs, and it was his way of bringing together the youth,
Okay.
telling
Beautiful.
them,
Beautiful.
you know, we can nurture this talent,
Yeah.
and you know, help you grow. Who knows? You can be Strictly Come Dancing. You can be international. You can be a professional dancer. So I was like, okay, I was part of, you know, teaching these young kids, you know, because that's me. I just love helping people and just being around people. So and I was like, no, man, no, this is Tekhumbula Land, and
Yeah, you
I
miss.
think it's time I should go back.
Oh, wow.
You know, abantu besithi hayibo usakwazi, and but I still remember the basics, you know. So hayi usakwazi, so yeah, why not go for it? And yeah, yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Miss Empower Eastern Cape finalist and Miss Township SA finalist. Sithini sivote up, where do we find you? Spencer Cantoni.
For me, Facebook account at Aphelele Flatela.
Yes.
Yeah, I always post on my stories for people to vote for me.
Okay.
Yes, and also if you're around PE and you want to donate sanitary pads, there's that. And also we've been given forms for sponsorship.
Okay.
It's less than 2,000. You know, if someone sponsors you, you automatically become the ambassador of that brand.
Oh,
if they
wow.
decide to sponsor you, and you will have, you know, they will also advertise you as the Miss Township.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your company, your brand name will be on the Miss Township.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever
Or your logo,
sponsors
company
me.
logo.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Aphelele Flatela on Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram.
Aphelele Flatela.
Aphelele Flatela. Thank you so much. And then,
So for me, it's on Facebook is Anathi Sinyanya,
Okay.
And on Instagram it's Sinyanya.
okay.
So with regards to the competition, our voting lines are over, so you can just follow my journey and, you know, just like my pictures and share, and yeah, I'll just be interacting with you guys and sharing my journey with you. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming in. We appreciate you as a studio. We honor you. We love you so much. Go and represent us. And I have my trust and my faith in you. We are well represented, and I don't have doubt.
Thank
And
you.
now you
Thank you again for having us.
Thank you
Wow.
so much.
Thank you. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. What a beautiful interview with beautiful people, intelligent, amazing women. Let's not overlook them. What we see here with other people, abakhona that abasimeleyo. We are led. We are in leadership wherever we are. So pray for them. Follow them on Facebook. Vote for them whenever they need vote. Let's give them support. If you know you want to find one of the ladies, please, you know where to find me. Thumela Highly Favored, Matafen on Facebook, and highly one favored on Instagram. Or you can follow our Facebook page, Agape FM. All right, thank you so much. I will be back next week from 10 o'clock up until 12 p.m. 10 a.m. 12 p.m. same time, same place. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord enlarge you. May the Lord be with you. May the Lord protect you. May you be blessed going in. May you be blessed going out. Thixo hambe nawe. uThixo ingcinga usayicinga. Thixo ayiphendule ayive egameni lika Yesu. Amen. Amen.
Yeah,